Thank you guys for joining me today. Wrighster or wrong, unafraid. We have a couple things up for you today. It's been a minute, but we're back. Had a little vacay last week. Time to spend time with Team Wrighster. You know, it's been a little quality time. But here's what we got on deck today. First of all, I don't know if you guys read, but there was a Bleacher Report article with Josh Rosen, and he was critical of a few people, and it had a few people, you know, a little bit upset, especially some of these SEC folks. You guys send in your comments. Happy to have them. We'll respond to them, talk to you guys as well. This is our pod. This is our show. This is what we do. So Josh Rosen, he's being questioned by a lot of NFL scouts and teams. Oh, does he have the passion? Does he love football? Is he the guy, right? This all falls into that same boy stay in your place thing. Because if the NFL gets any wind or they have any thought that you yourself actually might have some own independent thoughts, not happening. They are not in on you. And no, USC is not winning the national championship. We will get back into that in a minute because their schedule's too tough. They do not have a bye week the entire season, so USC won't be winning. But the real question and everything surrounding Josh Rosen, everybody said, oh, does he have the passion? I know he's got the arm strength. I know he's got the talent, but is this dude committed to playing football? Really? Really? The same dude that's been back there getting his ass whooped for a couple years now at UCLA. But the problem is the NFL doesn't like you to have options. They don't want you to have options in life, because if you yourself as an athlete have options in life, you are dangerous. You are dangerous if you yourself don't look at the NFL as a job, because it's not a career, it's a job. If you work at the post office, that's potentially a job. If you work at McDonald's, that's a job. If you work at, some other jobs, that's a job. A career is something that you can do 10, 15, 20 years. That's what a career is. And Josh Rosen is a kid. Yes, he came from money. Yes, all that. But this is all about, same thing with Kaepernick, same thing with any other player that they get wind of that has some other thoughts and ideas. Namely, one from Florida State, Myron Rolle. Myron Rolle was one of the best safeties in the country, but they thought that he wanted to go to med school. They thought that he wanted to go do something other than play NFL, that he had other aspirations. And what do? They cut you off, and they don't really want you around. You guys, make sure that you guys share the feed, like the feed. We are here. This is our deal. So I'm not sure if you guys really understand how manipulative that this situation is. I mean, how can you question a guy's commitment to football simply because he says things like, oh, college athletes should be paid. It's hard doing school and all this other stuff at UCLA. These are things that are reality. You can't work and be a big-time college athlete. Those two things don't match. They don't match up. And Josh Rosen is just speaking on those things. And then here's where he hit a nerve with people. He hit a nerve with people talking about the SEC. He said, look how, if you raise the academic requirements, how would Alabama do if you raise the academic requirements? That's a legit question, because you hear Notre Dame complain about this all the time. You hear Stanford complain about this all the time, that yes, they have to wait longer to get kids in, make sure they qualify for their school. UCLA, same way. USC, they let anybody in. This is just the truth. But this is what Josh Rosen is talking about, and SEC people are upset about it, like he called them stupid. Guess what? Aside from Vanderbilt, it's not like you guys have esteemed universities in the SEC. Florida has a good med school, but I mean, really, beyond that, what's special? What is really special? And it's funny that we try to put down players, try to put down Josh Rosen for, his commitment. This is a dude who got hurt last year, tried to play, tried to lead his team on one leg, then his shoulder hurt. But they want you to be silent. Today is the day and age where you are not supposed to be silent. You are supposed to speak up. And that leads me to Kaepernick. Some people are still critical. Oh my God, Kaepernick. Somebody put out a report. Oh, Kaepernick, he turned down a minimum vet deal to sign in the league. Where the hell are you getting this information from? It doesn't even make sense. The dude wants to play. Every report has been saying from people that are close to him that the dude works out every single day. He wants to be back in the NFL. These are all things that he wants to do. Someone just said that the NFL is not a regular job. The NFL has options that other regular jobs don't. Nice try, though. Yes, the NFL does afford you additional opportunities. However, it is a job. It is a temporary career. It is a temporary thing. It's a job. It's not a career. And there have been other people hitting me up on Twitter as well, saying like Hack 5. Well, he opted out of his contract. Why did he opt out of his contract? Kaepernick opted out of his contract because John Lynch specifically said he was not going to play unless he restructured his contract. So the team could actually get from up underneath his contract after the season, and that the team was going to cut him if he didn't opt out. And the team was going to wait until after June 1st, the way it was less of a cap hit to them if they cut him. So please explain to me why people are coming up saying, oh, yeah, if he hadn't opted out, it would have been fine. Why didn't he just try to put pressure on the team? It was a perfect storm of events that led to the NFL being able to blackball Colin Kaepernick. Perfect storm of events. His team was bad. Team not just bad, team terrible. Coach got fired. No talent. His high salary. And then people being upset that he took a knee. I wrote an article on my blog, tightend.blogspot.com. Check it out, about the lies and truths about Colin Kaepernick. And I will tell you this. Here's another thing. Thank you guys for joining me. Please share the feed, like the feed, share it on Twitter, Periscope, whatever. Swipe up and then, swipe down and then share it. I want to keep joining you guys every single day. The thing that people are saying is the public backlash of signing Colin Kaepernick. Where the hell is the public backlash? And why all of a sudden does public backlash matter so much? Why? I mean, think about this. Where is the care about public backlash for people who've beat their kids, for people, domestic violence, and even more importantly, DUIs, because you are putting people's lives at risk? Where's the public backlash for that? They don't care. That's how you know that something is up. Because I'm actually going to tweet out something in just a second, in just a minute. NFL jersey sales. I saw this last night. Guess who has the 17th most popular jersey in the NFL? I'll wait. It's Colin Kaepernick. The 17th highest selling jersey in the NFL right now. Number 17. Recognize that? So when people are saying that there is that teams are going to lose money and all that, no, they won't. What you're actually going to get is a larger fan base. I don't think that owners really recognize that and realize that. People are upset that Colin Kaepernick is not signed and that you have teams signing bums instead of Colin Kaepernick. People are upset about that. So guess what that means? That means that people, these same people who boycott everything and do all this, they will turn around and support. An owner, whoever signs Colin Kaepernick, is going to get a boost. And the Ravens would have been the perfect franchise to do it. You got your boy. You got your golden boy who's severely overrated Joe Flacco, severely overrated. You got him, he's hurt. You're in a city. A lot of black people in the city. They rallied around Ray Lewis, obstruction of justice Ray Lewis, who spoke out about Kaepernick. And mind you, Kaepernick already said he's not going to take a knee again. I mean, what are we cleaning up here? These are the lies. A team will see a big financial jump and a big boost in their fan base, even more than the quote unquote backlash, because you don't really care about backlash. Cowboys don't give a damn about backlash. Vikings don't care about backlash either. Neither do the Raiders, the 49ers, the Giants. None of these teams really care about backlash. They've shown you that. And so many other teams, they don't really care. But they'll act like they care, though. You guys make sure you share the feed, like the feed. Thank you guys for joining me. Send in your comments. We will address them. So there's this guy named DK2. He said, talking about Colin Kaepernick, 14 TDs to 4 interceptions, Super Bowl appearance, and multiple NFC championships. Yeah, I totally agree about Kaepernick. The last thing, though, is I was reading this story about Amazon, right? Been even more excited about business and all the stuff that's going on now, because when you see Apple came out, Apple is valued at $803 billion, and they have like $80 billion in cash. I mean, they can literally buy GM. They can buy every car manufacturer and then like manufacture their own cars. They can buy anything. They can buy countries just with the cash that they have. And here's the thing that you might not know about about Amazon. So I have an Amazon Prime account. Most of you guys probably do. They drop stuff off. They have like mercenaries in unmarked vans dropping stuff off at your house on a regular basis. This is what Amazon does. This is normal for them. Here's what you're not missing. You're missing the fine print, because my wife decided to sign us up for Blue Apron. Blue Apron, if you don't know, it's a company. It's a meal delivery service. They deliver a whole full meal kit to your house. Everything is portioned, sized up, and they send it to you. And then you cook it up, feel like a chef, feel good about yourself, feed your family something good, fresh food, not frozen, not out of a can, all these things. Sounds good, right? Blue Apron just went public a couple weeks ago. Do you know what has happened since then? Yeah, their stock has tanked because Amazon announced that they are about to get in the food delivery business. Amazon, the founder of Amazon is now, depending on the day, depending on their stock, the richest man in the world over Bill Gates. So please explain that to me, sir. Please explain that to me, how Amazon, Google, Apple, Facebook, all these companies valued at 100, 500, 400, 500, 600, $700 billion each are owning everything, because you literally can't go anywhere without Facebook. I know I love Twitter. Everybody knows I'm in love with Twitter. I'm on the Twitter app right now. If you're watching me on Periscope, I love Twitter. But the reality is I didn't use Facebook very much, but now I'm realizing, George, you got to start using Facebook more. Because this is just the future. This is where it's at. Like, you have to be honest about these things. So the brands that Amazon is selling you now that you don't even know, if you look into, if you take a dive into the company's hundreds of trademark filings, it tells you what is coming in store. Not only do they sell batteries, which is the -- online battery selling place. Amazon is the #1 online battery seller in the whole world. They have a brand called RV Me, motorhome related goods, a leather goods line called Concrete New York, car products called GT Prime, and frozen food brand called Single. These are the things that they're selling you. They also have Denali toolkits, Happy Belly snacks, Arabella lingerie. Yeah, and you think you're going to escape them? I don't think that people really realize how close we are to like living in the Minority Report. You don't even realize how close we are. At the point in time, how scary was it for you the first time that you went on your phone or went on your computer and you threw something in a shopping cart at Nike, at Macy's, at wherever it is that you were shopping, and then you didn't buy it? But then a few hours later, the next time you get on your computer, there's an ad running on your computer for exactly what you had in your damn cart. Tell me that wasn't the first time you got scared. Yeah, right? Yeah, it scared me too. But this day is coming. We are coming in a day and age. I mean, think about it. The company in Wisconsin just had an online event putting their microchips into their companies, into their employees' hands, the way that they can use it like credit cards and swipe in and out of doors and all that. People actually signed up for this. In a day and age where like we are getting oversaturated with information and databases and your whole like, and the argument about your biological information being accessed, this is scary. I'm just telling you. This is the day and age that we live in. This not only transcends sports, it transcends life, transcends all these things. I'll tell you, I'm concerned. I am. And the more and more I read about these companies that are owning everything under the sun, the more and more that I look at and relate it to the world of sports. Even more, right? Because if you're a team, right? And not only do you want your players to fall in line, do everything under the letter of the law that you demand, right? We don't want you to speak out. We don't want you to have ideas, opinions. We want you to dedicate your life, heart, and soul to this game. Not only is that true, because that is true. The next thing that's true is let's get that biometric data. Because imagine if they could know how long it's going to be before your knees deteriorate, how long it's going to be before you have some sort of, chemical imbalance, all of this. Because remember what's going on already. At the University of Oregon, when players come into, they get on the computer, the screen monitor, say, oh, how many hours did you sleep last night? How are you feeling? All of these things. They monitor how far they run in practice, how their muscles are doing, all these things. This is biometric feedback on an everyday basis. Yes, it's used for recovery. Yes, it's used for a positive way. But all this information can be manipulated. And think about how much information that Amazon, Google, and Apple have about you. I literally logged onto my Facebook and I don't even remember putting my phone number in there and they had it. They know everything. Every time that you log in a website with Facebook, like instead of typing your information in because, that might actually take too much time, you're giving them information, you're giving them data. So I'm going to tell you this. Part of me feels like I want to hold out on all this, but truth be told, I've given up. I've given up the fight. I come on here, broadcast to you guys. I've been on television. My salaries have been posted. You can find out information, all type of information about me that you can't find out about normal, everyday people already, right? So why am I trying to fight it? You guys can hold out probably a little bit longer than me, but I'm done trying to fight it. Yeah, you can just have all the information because you're going to take it all anyway. Anyways, You guys, thank you guys for joining me today. Wrighster or wrong, unafraid. We'll be back tomorrow, I think. Yes, we will be back tomorrow. I'm super excited. Check out the blog, tightend.blogspot.com. Please share the feed, like the feed. Come back and join me and leave your comments. We will get to them, whether it's Twitter, Periscope, Facebook. All right, y'all. Peace out.